All right, I'm out garage selling. Hey, it's Wendy's. Do you guys like Wendy's? I'm out garage selling today. I have a little bit of a cold, so I might sound weird. And I've also been up since 3:30 because I am still on Japan time. If you haven't checked those videos out, check them out. They're good. But I'm out garage selling today. Been to 2 sales on my way to this citywide sale I'm going to. Both of them I found games at, and both of them had Sonic games, so I got them pretty cheap. You'll see the second sale I went to on the video, because the first one I didn't film at because I didn't think it was going to be anything. So hoping today's going to be a good day, but we'll just have to wait and see.
What, you know what it is? Oh, you know, she would know. You would ask her. Is this cable thing yours? Yeah. Does it walk?
All right, more cheap games. They're more 50-cent games, weirdly enough. Nothing once again spectacular, but when it's that cheap, how can you say no? Some alright, maybe somewhat interesting games in there, but can't complain at 50 cents. I really can't. The only ones I left behind were like Zumba games, because it's just like, not even good for a case. They're in Connect cases, so I'm gonna keep going on and see what else we can find. Just started at this neighborhood sale too, so really can't complain. Looks like games at this sale. Found a 2DS at the last one, but I didn't film. It's a couple hours later. I'm at another neighborhood sale. Didn't expect to do as well as I've been doing. I mean, I didn't expect there to be that many houses out here, and I got something. But the one sale I got something at so far, I forgot my phone in the car, so I did not film at it. But I got a 2DS. You'll see it in the pickup. It has like a huge sticker on it or whatever, skin on it. But it was $10, a 2DS. And then you saw that one little clip there with the games that were like $10, $12, $15, $20. None of them really worth that much. Very strange pricing. I think Destiny 2 was $15, which I thought was kind of funny. So correct me if I'm wrong. I don't really, care too much about Destiny. But is that game not, it's free? I know it's free to play now. But didn't they vault all the old content so it's like unplayable? So isn't that like the base game content that would be on the disc for that game like completely unplayable now? Like, what can you do if you have the Destiny 2 disc? Because I see people try to sell that game a lot, and obviously they don't know, or people bought a whole bunch of sealed ones and are trying to profit off them or whatever. But I find it interesting. Like, isn't that disc pretty much just a coaster? Like, I don't think you can do anything with it, right? I don't know. It's completely worthless, but it was 15 bucks there. Just thought it was funny. Gonna head back to the sales. I got a little turnaround there, but I'm gonna come back here. Still a decent amount that I haven't hit yet, so we'll check them out. The Thursday pickup recap. Pretty good day Thursday. Stuff was really cheap today. It was a weird thing where it's just like, man, this stuff is cheap. But first stop of the day, I just saw on my way out to a citywide sale. They had games out for $2. Nothing too interesting, but they did have a nice copy of Sonic 06. The game holds a little bit of value. Certainly a disc-only copy for $2 is a good deal. So picked that up. No more games, though, that they had to sell, except for what was on the table. What was on the table is not too interesting. Don't know how well this came across on the video, but mixed in with a bunch of 50-cent DVDs were these games here. And nothing spectacular, but some GameCube stuff. Not too bad. 50 cents. SpongeBob Flying Dutchman. That one was, I think, the only one that was not complete. Oh, no, this one wasn't complete either, but Sonic Mega Collection. And then, not the most interesting titles otherwise, Finding Nemo and Shrek 2. So, can't complain though for 50 cents. Even 50 cents for just a case for GameCube is pretty good. But those are a little bit better than maybe your most horrible low-end games. So, good finds there. Another sale in this, I think this was actually in the citywide sale then, was this stack of games here for another 50 cent a game little deal here as well. Second Sight, this looks kind of interesting. So this will, Free Radical, those are the guys who did like Time Splitters and stuff. So that'll go in the collection. Missing manual, unfortunately, but interesting game to find. I've never seen this one before. I was looking into it. It's made by In Exile, who's like an Xbox studio now, but published by Bethesda. Funny enough, that's also also a Xbox owned thing now. But Haunted Demons Forge doesn't really look like my kind of game, but never seen this one before. This was kind of cool, Dead Rising 2, but this was sealed, still sealed. 50 cents for that. Has like a tear in the front, like it got stabbed at some point, but still sealed otherwise. And that, I don't know what's up with this, where like that didn't break the seal. Like the hole in the game didn't break the seal, and it's still officially sealed. So I don't know if it like it happened and then got sealed. Like that's just very strange, but can't complain for 50 cents. I've seen this game before. It's supposedly pretty bad, but kind of just interesting to have. I'd like to try it out. Rise of Nightmares. It's a Kinect like horror game, published by Sega. Very strange, but 50 cents. Final Fantasy X-2. This was complete and in good shape. 50 cents. And then this came all to $2.50, and the people were not exactly, the brightest when I was talking to them. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to add another game and bring it up so I can give them an even $3. So I threw in this Dance Central 2. Nothing too exciting, but, for 50 cents, whatever. So a nice little stack there. I like that. And then this was not, that was on camera, I'm pretty sure. This one, I left my phone in the car. I was like, all right, I'm going to just hit this on the way home. Don't really expect to find anything here, so I'll just leave the phone in the car. And found this out on the table. And was, I think I paid $10 for this. 2DS has this Spider-Man skin on here, which looks pretty poor quality. I don't know where the heck they got this from, but it does not look great. So that'll be fun to pull off, I'm sure. But otherwise, doesn't look like in bad shape. The screens look pretty decent. And I have a blue 3DS already like in the box and everything, so this will just be a flip for me. But had a game too, real doo-doo penis game, Generator Rex. This is the kind of game where I'm like, I wish this wasn't in there. I would have rather there's just been not anything in there. But $10 there. Once again, can't complain with a deal like that. And then I filmed at that next sale where everything, I mentioned it in the recap, where everything was overly priced, like completely arbitrarily priced. And I always just find like arbitrary prices very funny at garage sales, where you can tell that they're valuing it based off of nothing but like whatever they think it's worth, which is pretty funny when it's high and you're, oh, Destiny 2, I think that's worth about $15, but Civilization is worth 20. Like it's one of those things where it's like, this is just not based in reality. It's just based on whatever they think it's worth. And I just find that interesting. I think it's comical, but good deals all around. Some really cheap stuff out there today. Pretty happy with the day.
All right, I'll take these and then I'll come back after my other little adventure.
I don't know if these are we have in mind. I just saw those, so they're these are kind of nice two-tone, just for a little more variety. I just saw them on
Yeah, no, they're
I don't know, but this one fits well either.
too big. Yeah, no, she's exactly the size. That's the size she wants. But I just her skin is funny. And yeah, if these were gold, these would be awesome.
I'll as I keep going through. If I see
Okay.
them and I know you're coming back, I'll try to.
Yeah, I'm coming back. Somebody's gonna be gone before I get to the allotment.
How much was your video game stuff over here? Was it all together or?
Tony, do you have a price in mind for the video?
1 second. You got 20.
Negotiate with you if you've
Okay.
got something in mind.
Okay.
Well, 2 or whatever. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
All right, out at the next sale. I don't know how well that came across, but there was some Wii and Wii 360 and then some Xbox One stuff there, not priced at all. And when I asked him how much he wanted, he said he would look it up on eBay and take, you know, a percentage off of that, which I wasn't obviously thrilled by. I don't go out to garage sales to pay eBay price for stuff, but the stuff was in pretty good condition, and I was at least willing to hear him out with that. So there was another guy there who heard that, and he had a couple Wii games already picked out, like good ones, Mario Kart, Mario Strikers, who he just put the games down and left after hearing that. So I picked up his games as well, and I was able to make a bundle deal on all that. I didn't get the negotiations in there, but I was able to make a, you know, bundle deal with everything. It'll be in the pickup recap. But, you know, kind of it's not the best deal. I would have rather paid a lot less, but don't always give up if you hear eBay, because you can still make an okay deal. His eBay looking up was kind of obnoxious for garage sale. I kind of hate that, but I also think that if you're going to have a sale, like, you know, have your stuff priced ahead of time. Don't look it up on the fly. Kind of ridiculous, but, you know, I think it worked out in the end. I think I'll do pretty decently with the stuff, so sounds good to me. All right, so coming in with my Friday garage sale finds. First sale of the day I recorded, but the video didn't come out good because the person's dog was barking the entire time. So it was pretty much unusable footage. But I got some good stuff here. The sale said it was going to have PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4. So I went over there. It wasn't too far from me anyway, so I was my first stop of the day heading out. I got there like a half hour early. It was supposed to start at 8, but I left and got there like 7:30. So got some good stuff here. Pretty satisfied with this haul here. I got a Guitar Hero guitar for PS3 for, as you can see, $10. And it had the dongle, so great deal either way. Even if the guitar itself doesn't work, that dongle, I think I just sold one recently for like $60, something like that. There was the most horrifying spider on that. I don't usually care about spiders too much, but this was a gross one. Don't know what was up with that, but you know, I left it in his yard. I knocked it off, left it in his yard. Also got a Guitar Hero 2 for PS2, also $10, so not too bad there. And yeah, like I said, be on the lookout for especially PlayStation 3 dongles for Guitar Hero. These things hold pretty good value even without the guitar. Sometimes especially without the guitar. So we'll see if this one works or not and kind of go from there. But either way, $10, can't lose there. Then he had some games out on a table for $2 each. Pretty much snagged everything good that was there, and definitely can't complain about this stack here. I was very satisfied with this stack here. So he did have PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4. He wanted 10 on the PlayStation 4 games. There was just nothing there very interesting, just, you know, your common PlayStation 4 games. But everything else was $2 for the other PlayStations. And he had PlayStation 1, so I got all of these for $2. Harry Potter, Sorcerer's Stone. This is weird to me. Aren't these usually green too? So when you have the artwork for Player's Choice, or Greatest Hits as it's called on PlayStation, usually this is green too, is it not? Am I making this up? So this is the green spine here, and the green, you know, manual spine, but isn't this usually green here too? Very weird. Probably the only person who's thought of this, but Star Wars Rebel Assault, kind of gross case, but the discs are in pretty decent shape. I don't think I had this game at all. No manual, but for $2, can't really complain. Crash Nitro Kart. This one was complete. Disc is immaculate. So, good one to see there for $2. What do we got here? Burnout Paradise. Good one to get. The Last of Us. I know these were spiked when the show came out on HBO. But I don't know if they still are. But for $2, I don't feel like I could really go wrong. You can't really go wrong with most games for $2, especially if they're complete and in good shape. We got here Dark Souls on PlayStation 3. And then the rest of these are going to be PlayStation 2. Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. This one was weird. I've never seen the version that has the soundtrack with it, although the soundtrack wasn't even there, so it was just the game. So I've never seen that before, but I didn't even realize that they gave out the soundtrack with Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. So that was kind of new information to me. That was missing manual as well, but Burnout 3 Takedown complete, looks like. And let's see how the disc looks. Disc looks pretty good. Should probably check the condition on discs better than this, but sometimes, you know, when they're $2 and they're complete, you probably assume that if they are complete and the case is in decent shape, you're going to think that the disc will probably be fine too. Crash Wrath of Cortex. Don't know what's up with this one, why there was such drawing on it, and they originally had it at $12. Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets. I might be wrong, but doesn't this game hold a little bit of value? I don't remember. Ratchet and Clank Going Commando. I miss how they used to have, like, just blatant innuendos for the Ratchet and Clank titles. The new game didn't really have a sexual innuendo as the title, which is, I don't know, just sad. Ratchet Deadlock, maybe that one's not as much of an innuendo. I don't know. Maybe it is. I'm a game collector. You think I know much about sex? Guys, come on. Jack X Combat Racing. I don't think I have this, actually. This one might be a new one for the collection. I don't think I have this in any capacity. Complete, good shape. I'll have to check my collection, throw that in there if not. Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal, like I was saying. Oh, I should have checked this one. The disc's not in here. L. Yeah, should have checked that one. Oh well. Star Wars Racer Revenge. I don't have this one. This might sound deranged, but I was hoping this would be Super Bombad Racing, because I know that one's bad, but that game looks funny bad. But either way, I'll keep this one. And yeah. I don't know if this one's any good or not. I like the N64 game. That game's pretty fun, but this one feels empty too. No, this one just is missing manual. Monkey Ball Deluxe as well, which I feel like you don't see very often, but one of the first PS2 games I got when I got my PS2 about 10 years ago at a garage sale for the first time. So, pretty good haul there. I think I paid $52 for everything, so not too bad. Can't complain. And, you know, I could have probably talked him down, but when I'm at someone's garage sale, you know, I was there 30 minutes before it started. I feel kind of weird trying to walk up 30 minutes before anyone else gets a chance to come and try to talk people down. So I'm fine with paying $52 for that. There's, you know, well over $100 in value, if not more, if the guitar works. So I really can't complain there. Other than that, let's see what else I got. So this was in the video, and I explained it when I was in one of the car section segments. But this was a garage sale where the guy kind of was looking stuff up on eBay. And, you know, that's not always great, but the deal I got wasn't horrible. That's why I was, you know, okay with it. I'll be upfront. I paid $55 for this little bundle here, and walked away with a pretty decent bundle. Got a Wii Sports disc only, which I have 10 trillion empty Wii Sports cases. Disc on this one looks pretty good, actually, which is a shock. I would assume it's because they put it in a real, you know, plastic case and not the sleeve. That sleeve that the game came in when it was packed in always scratched the discs. It was not a great design, so shout out to them for just putting it in a real case. Other games I got here was Wii Sports Resort. These discs all look nice. This stuff was all in nice shape and complete. So that's why I was willing to shell out a little bit more. Wii Sports Resort. So something like this I can put up on eBay and it'll sell within the day for about $35. So, you know, when you pay $55, you're paying up a little bit, but I can sell Wii Sports for about $20. I can sell this for about $35. This one I can sell for $35 as well. Mario Kart Wii, which is in great shape and complete. So it's like, you know, I have $80 in value for $55, plus this one, Mario Strikers Charged, complete and in good shape as well. So it's like, you know, a little less meat on the bone, but I'll still pay up for it because it's still a pretty decent deal. But it was funny. Like once there was one guy who actually beat me to the games and picked up the Mario Kart and the Strikers Charged. And once he heard me talking to the guy. I don't know why he didn't pick up Sports and Sports Resort. I feel like those would be kind of obvious ones, but I don't know. But once he heard me talking to the guy, and the guy was telling me he would look it up on eBay and then take a price off, he actually put the games down, and walked away, and I picked them up, and I was just like, okay, yeah, I'll add these ones to the pile too. But just fair point. Don't really go too far with pricing stuff on eBay for your garage sale. And if you're gonna price things out like that, have it priced out on the table with a sticker on it. Not priced out well, you have to look it up in front of the person on eBay. That's pretty annoying, but still not a bad deal. He wanted 60, but I got him down to 55. I was trying to get 50 out of it, but still not a bad deal, so I really can't complain. Other than that, went up to this sale. This was I left my phone in the car because this was like end of the day. I just found a sign and decided to hit it, and I saw this case sitting on the table, and got a DS Lite here for $5. Not the best shape. The hinge is a little bit cracked, but so it's really wobbly. So it'll be probably just a sell as parts type thing. But these things still sell decently as parts. And oh, there's a secret game inside. Let's see. What do we think? I'm gonna guess it's not gonna be something very good. Yeah, Drawn to Life SpongeBob. Okay, so not horrible. This came up with the flat out just wrong charger for this. People at the sale were not exactly, I don't want to be mean, but not exactly the brightest. So I asked them about games, and she's like, yeah, I got the games for it right here. And it was some like Leapfrog games. So yeah, I wasn't expecting much, but for $5, $5 is $5, not too bad. But good day at the garage sales, some good value out of some of these sales. And sometimes you might have to pay out for stuff, but if it's worth it, it's worth it. Wise words.